It's just a couple of weeks to go until the UK leaves the European Union, so I thought it'd be interesting to have a look at exactly how this happened with the aid of a pack of cards. But first, a little bit of history. So the European Union was formed shortly after the Second World War. There were 6 founding members. The UK joined in 1973, and there are now 28 member states. That will, of course, be reduced to 27 members after Brexit happens. Now, over the years, there have been a number of politicians who've been campaigning to leave the European Union. We shouldn't forget about this joker. So, as part of David Cameron's 2015 election pledge, he said we would hold a referendum on whether we should stay in the European Union or not. There were many promises made, most memorably by the Leave campaign, who said we would save £350 million every week that we could spend on the NHS. The country was split in the lead up to the referendum, but when the votes came in, 52% of people said they wanted to leave the EU versus 48% who said they wanted to stay in. If you think that was a surprise, remember it wasn't the strangest thing that happened politically that year.
I know words, I had the best words.
David Cameron promptly resigned, and there was a bit of a cabinet reshuffle. The new leader of the Conservative Party became Theresa May, who went forward to start negotiating the terms of Brexit. She quickly invoked Article 50, which started a 2-year countdown for us to leave the EU. Shortly afterwards, a snap election was called. The Labour Party said they would honour Brexit, but had a 6-point test for it, whereas the Liberal Democrats were in favour of a second referendum. The Conservative Party just managed to stay in power, and they commenced negotiations with Europe. David Davis, our chief Brexit negotiator, went to meet Michel Barnier. David Davis, of course, being one of the first of the Conservatives to resign and hence vanish from the negotiations. Since then, there have been many meetings with various European leaders. A deal was hammered out, and Theresa May did go back to negotiate that deal, but Angela Merkel said 9. Since Brexit was voted for, it seems like the 350 million it was said that we would save has long been forgotten, and many people are estimating it could cost 39 billion for us to leave the European Union. May's deal's been rejected several times, and it's starting to look like we might actually leave with no deal. But even if we do manage to get a deal, it's starting to look like the pack may be stacked against us.